Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Polika. Morning, Namira. Polika,
Good morning.
Sumaya, Jofshan. All of you, good morning. Uh, Today we are going to discussing about a continued topic about vector-borne diseases. Okay. So, uh, previous classes so far we discussed malaria and dengue fever of malaria vector-borne diseases. Vector-borne disease continue. Vector-borne transmission of the disease from one host to another host by, it means mosquitoes, houseflies, etc., etc. That is vector-borne diseases. Here we're discussing about now that is filariasis. Okay, filariasis is also known as what ma? Elephantiasis.
Elephantiasis.
Yes, elephantiasis. So it is caused by mainly two species are there. One is Wuchereria bronchopteri and Wuchereria malai. Wuchereria bronchopteri and Wuchereria malai. These are the two species to cause one means the disease elephantiasis and filariasis. Mainly, this filariasis is a diagenic parasite. It is also known as diagenic parasite. So one is because of its life cycle takes place in two hosts. That's why these Wuchereria bronchopteri also what happened? Two hosts are there. One is primary host and secondary host. Okay, here also same infective stage which is transmitted from one person to the person. One stage is there that is called microfilaria larvae. So these microfilaria larvae. So you must be observed these filariasis symptoms. Okay, so it is mainly these filariasis which is caused to especially for okay, this is a filaria and one more thing, the primary host is in this filariasis number one, that is which the life cycle takes place in the host sexual life cycle, that is called primary host. That is here Culex mosquito, female Culex mosquito, which is to cause to infect from one person to other person. Secondary host, that is called man. So in the man mainly that is secondary host. So especially for these filaria larvae which are nocturnal larvae which are living in the peripheral blood vessels. Peripheral blood vessels, it is very important. And this Wuchereria bronchopteri, which is to cause to human beings especially, okay, which is living in the peripheral blood vessels to damage the tissue, of peripheral tissue, especially for this in the night condition, so which is comes from the blood vessel to peripheral blood vessels and to damage the tissue and to form the edema also. Especially for it is affected organ, it means muscles and genital organs, okay, and legs and hands, which are the peripheral parts of the peripheral blood vessels of the hands, legs, and genital organ also. And pathogenicity, clinical symptoms, okay. So it is a chronic disease which is to especially for enlargement of the tissue, enlargement of edema in the peripheral tissue of the legs, hands, and genital organ also. This is what very important. And this incubation period of this filariasis nearly what ma? So 5 months to 18 months. What ma? 5 months to 18 months. So this filaria disease which should be causing. That's why it is chronic diseases. Okay, and these filaria, which is you know very well, cured by using of the treatment is called what ma? DEC is there. DEC nothing but diethyl carbamazine. What ma? Diethyl carbamazine is a wonderful drug to curing of the disease of pylorrhea. Okay, so that is what very important thing. Okay, and prevention control measures. Prevention better than cure. You must be cure. What happened, ma? Prevention. So avoid the mosquito biting. How to avoid the mosquito biting? You know very well. So what, ma? So your surrounding areas must be clean and hygiene. You must be killing these mosquito larvae by using our BHC and DDT, and by natural method, gambusia fish we should be using to killing of these mosquitoes. Okay, and what happened, ma? So these are the control measures to control the your surrounding areas must be clean and hygiene. And finally, save the, that means clean the environment, save the future, save the unlimited generation, save the life. Okay, save the globe also. This is what very important thing. Okay, filariasis. It is also known as elephantiasis. Okay, it is caused by Wuchereria branchiofti, Wuchereria malai, whatever it may be. It is transmitted from one person to other person by biting of mosquito. Infective stage, that is microfilaria larva. Infected organs, that is peripheral tissues of the legs, hands, genital organs. Okay, and mainly abnormal tissue is formed in the peripheral tissue of blood vessels. In that kind of swelling of the legs and hands and genital organs also. Okay, and incubation period nearly 5 months to 18 months, and to curing of this disease by using of treatment, that is DEC, diethyl carbamazine, and prevention measure and control. Okay, that should be your surrounding area must be clean and hygiene. Okay, so to killing of the mosquito larvae by what happened, ma? Using of DDT and BHC, and avoiding of by mosquito biting. That is what very important thing. Your clean areas, your surrounding areas must be clean and hygiene. Save the nature, save the future, save the unlimited generation, save the globe also. This is what important about this filariasis. We are observing, see here the symptoms of the, that means elephant like food should be formed, that is called elephantiasis. And now one more important thing that is called sleeping sickness. What happened, ma? Sleeping sickness disease. Next what, beta? Sleeping sickness. Sleeping sickness, you know very well, the sleeping sickness, it is caused by, sleeping sickness, it is caused by Trypanosoma gambiense. Trypanosoma gambiense. It is causing agent Trypanosoma gambiense. And these Trypanosoma gambiense, which is transmitted from one person to other person, by biting of CC fly. CC fly, it is looking like mosquito, like bacteria. Mosquito like insect. Okay, it is transmitted from one person to other person by biting of CC fly. That is what clear. Okay, and it is affected organ. Affected organ, that is specially CSF. What is CSF? Come on, tell me. What is CSF, ma? Amira, Taslim, Malavika, Pralika, Shoshankar, Jyoti Reddy, Josha. Hello? May I audible, ma? Okay. See, you know very well, see the Trypanosoma gambiense, which is transmitted from one person to other person, okay, by biting of CC fly. Okay, these Trypanosoma gambiense, which affected the organ CSF. CSF means cerebrospinal fluid. CSF means what, ma? Cerebrospinal fluid is affected. It is a chronic disease. What, ma? It is a chronic disease of especially for this Trypanosoma gambiense. to cause to chronic disease. That means nearly a person which is there in the coma, nearly 15 to 20 years. How much years, ma? Nearly 15 to 20 years they are in coma. That is what very, very important. That's why there is no treatment of this Trypanosoma gambiense. Just avoiding of this CC fly biting by using of nets and coils. Okay, by treatment only for the that is metronidazole is there for the curing of the disease. Okay, now next one more disease there that is called enteric bacteria. This is housefly food contamination. So these enteric bacteria, you know very well the bacteria which is transmitted from one person to the person by using of housefly. These houseflies are to contaminate our food material. Like enteric bacteria, Vibrio cholera to cause to cholera, typhoid fever, salmonella typhi, Shigella bacteria disease, dysentery is there. These are the important about the enteric bacteria which are contaminated, which are interested to the through the contaminated food. And anchoceriasis. This anchoceriasis is known as river blindness. So it is a helminth, it is helminth parasite which is the to transmit the person by biting of black fly bite. Which fly bite? Black fly bite which is to transmit. Okay, we are observing the CC fly, the Trypanosoma gambiense, which is enters into CC fly. The human stage is okay. Already told you Trypanosoma gambiense. It is not essential for that. Okay, next what ma? So typhus fever. Next what beta? Typhus fever. This typhus fever, Rickettsia pojiki. Rickettsia pojiki, which is a typhus fever causing agent and vector by body lice. Body lice nothing but pediculus. This pediculus humanus corpus. The scientific name of pediculus humanus corporis. Okay, and it is associated with a poor sanitation. It is associated with the poor sanitation and lice infestation. It is one of the external parasite which is living in the air. It is transmitted by what ma? So it is transmitted by loose fecus, penetrating skin, inhalated the dust. Okay, those are the peoples unable to bathing their hair within a 2 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks to 1 week, or sometimes it will be 3 days, 4 days, it will be affected. Next, the control with the insectinal body powder and improved sanitation. So you must be this pediculus which is affected there. Na? You must be sanitation and must be clean and with help of the shampoo. Your hair that should be cleaned by and these pediculus body lices are going to remove from the body to outside. Other lows borne diseases are there. The trench fever, okay, that means Bartonella pantana, relaxing fever, Borrelia. So these are the important diseases of the typhus fever. Okay. See, trench fever, a trench fever which is caused by Bartonella quintana. Bartonella quintana is a trench fever used in the World War First. This type of trench fever, so many people were this suffering from this disease. Okay, and transmitted by the how to transmit it here this one, and this pediculus humanus lows, that means which is to transmit this trench fever from one person to other person. The First World War, that is caused by Bartonella quintana. Okay, now so this is trench fever, and very important thing. Okay, that is plague disease. What ma? Plague disease. This plague disease, okay, the plague disease which is especially for mm, this plague disease was discovered by Dr. B. That means Dr. Ella Pregada Subbarao. Who's that ma? Who was the scientist of United Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so the famous scientist, he got the Padma Shri award also from the Indian government. The research of this. Okay, so Dr. Padma Shri, that means Ella Pragara Subbarao was discovered this plague disease. So actually, total his family was died. His family was died. So due to the effect of this plague disease, how it is affected, you know very well. The plague disease, which is caused by, that means Pasteurella pestis. Padma? Pasteurella pestis. Pasteurella is a genus. Pestis is a species. This Pasteurella pestis, this plague which is caused by the agent. Okay, this Pasteurella pestis virus, so bacteria, which is transmitted from one person to another person. The one vector is there, that is that vector is called rodents, especially for rats. These bacteria, which is carried on rats, other rodents are there. That is why this plague is called zoonosis. It is also called zoonosis. Okay, that's what a very important thing. And what happened, ma? See, rats bitten by fleas becomes infected and dies. Rats then hope on humans and biting, take on a blood meal and infect with Pasteurella pestis. So total, if the rats are biting, or sometimes the rats are eating to polluted their fecal material of our food material, that contaminated food material we are eating, so the peoples are affected this plague disease. Okay, especially for this plague disease, which is affected on alimentary canal. Which is affected on what ma? Alimentary canal. That's why the peoples were died, huge abdominal pain and headache and fever. So that's why the plague is very dangerous disease. Okay, and the sacrificing this, and so many people were died on the, especially for on the memory of this research and this incident at Hyderabad. Charminar was built by the Qutub Shahi emperors. Okay, this is what very important thing. And next one, this plague disease. This plague disease, which is whatever treatment by using of folic acid. Folic acid vitamin, to curing of this folic acid vitamin during this plague disease. This plague disease, folic acid was discovered by, this folic acid discovered by whose ma? So Dr. Y. Subbarao. Y. Subbarao. Okay, and tetracycline is one of the antibiotic. Folic acid is one of the, continuously using folic acid, this plague disease to cure. Okay, and tetracycline is one of the antibiotic for this plague disease. Okay, now this antibiotic and folic acid was discovered by Uzma, Dr. Ella Pragada Subbarao. So that's why Dr. Ella Pragada Subbarao is known as a wizard wonder of the drug. Wizard wonder of the drug is a name given by the Indian government. So that is in Telugu we can call it Adbhuta Aushadha Srushtiki Mantragadu, we can call it. So the English, in English, the wizard of the drug. Wizard of the drug. So that is what very important about the plague. Okay, once and I repeat, plague disease, which is caused by the Pasteurella pestis, which is transmitted from one person to the person by rodents or rats are there. Rats are polluted to contaminate our food material, to biting our skin. These bacteria infest our body, right? So especially for this bacteria, which affect an alimentary canal. And what is the pathogenicity? The peoples which are suffering from those are the effect of this Pasteurella pestis. Okay, so that abdominal pain, headache and fever, so vomitings, loose motions. Okay, these are the important about the pathogenicity. Vomitings, loose motions, which are affected this disease. And the treatment of this plague, we must be utilize that means that Ella Pragar Subbarao was discovered this for the curing of the treatment of this plague. That is folic acid supplements, folic acid tablets, and tetracycline antibiotic. It's a wonderful drug for the curing of this plague. So on the research of these, on the discovery of this plague and this biochemist drug, that's why Dr. Y. Subbarao got the one name and Padma Shri award also, one name also given by the Indian government. That name is called Wizard of the Wonder Drug. Uzma, Wizard of the Wonder Drug. So this is what very important. And prevention measures and controls. So clean and hygiene surrounding areas should not allow any other rats. Okay, so rodenticides which must be used to killing of the rats, and rat bones also must be used. Rat gums also to killing the rats. So this is what to avoiding of this type of rats. This is what very important about this plague so far. And next, bubonic plague. Bubonic plague. This bubonic plague, flea bite infection, a lymph node swelling called buboes septicemia. So this bubonic plague, it is a flea bite infection. It is affected on lymph node, and lymph nodes are swelling called buboes septicemia. And fever bubonic plague, dark patches on the skin called black death. So the black patch also formed on the especially for the skin, that is called bubonic plague also. And here the types, second type of pneumonic plague. This pneumonic plague, it is a secondary spread lungs. It is a secondary spread to lungs can result in pneumonia, ability to spread via respiratory secretion, and the droplets result in the person to person spread pneumonic plague. The secondary infection of this plague, okay, it is effect on especially for lungs. The person which are unable to breathing properly, the disease is called pneumonic plague. Concern as a bioterrorism agent. It is also called bioterrorism agent. It's very dangerous agent about this plague. And see, Yersinia pestis. It is also one type of plague. And what happened, ma? Caused by that means non-sporing, non-motile, short Coccobacillus pasteurella pestis. This plague host especially for rats. Already told you. And the treatment already told you. Folic acid, antibiotics like aminoglycides and chlorophenicol and trimoxazole and tetracycline is one of these bubonic plague, general plague, and Yersinia pestis plague also. Okay, pneumonia plague also to curing, but this is the antibiotic for the curing of this disease. What are those? Aminoglycides, chlorophenicol, and trimoxazole and tetracycline is a wonderful drugs to curing the disease. Okay, so this very important thing, the control measures of these rats. The rats can be killed by the rat poisonous Just now I told you rodenticides. Fleas by the liberal application insecticide to run rat. Construction of the rat-proof dwelling houses like bones, rat bones, and fumigation of what ma? Fumigation of ships and aircrafts. Fumigation of ships and aircrafts to curing to avoid of these rats. Okay, see, we are observing the bubonic plague on the skin, Yersinia pestarella on especially for on the chest part. Okay, and the next disease already we discussed. Ticks as a vector-borne disease. Ticks as a vector-borne disease. So Rocky Mountain spotted fever, the rickettsia. It is called rickettsia. It is a tick bite causing systemic infection with a fever, nausea, vomiting, muscle pain, lack of appetite, severe headache, okay, and rashes, abdominal pain, and joint pain, diarrhea, which is observed especially for rickettsia. Okay, in the rickettsia, which is caused by the tick bite. Tick is an insect, which is the peoples which are suffering from the fever, nausea, vomiting, muscle pain, and joint pain, and diarrhea, abdominal pain. So many symptoms which are formed, and especially for and this ticks, rickettsia. And Lyme disease, Cyberocryptobacterium, Borrelia burgdorferi. This is also tick biting diseases, and it is a skin totally these this bacterium which is to cause it to special for disease with fever, headache, fatigue, and these characters are and remaining characters are formed with the skin rash. Erythremia migrans, Padma, erythremia migrans, which is found on the skins. Okay, and early chiosis. This early chiosis, which is caused by the Ehrlichia chaffinensis and bacteria, a bacteria which is infective causes a systemic illness with a fever, headache, fatigue, and muscles aches or should be observed especially for Ehrlich chaffinensis. Okay, and also what are the symptoms? Nausea, vomiting, cough, joint pains, confusion, and occasionally rashes are formed on the skin. These are the very important thing about and Q fever. Q fever, Coxiella burnetii. Coxiella burnetii, it is a zoonotic disease as a vector-borne disease. Okay, and especially for and these totally vector-borne diseases. What are the vector-borne diseases? We are specially discussing about the transmitted from one person to other person by vectors. You must be right. Okay, mainly malaria, number one. Next, number two, filariasis, dengue fever, leishmaniasis, okay, and Chagas disease, and ticks disease, pediculus disease. So many diseases you must be right. So you must at least 6 types you must be right. What are the steps you must be right in this? These are the mainly vector-borne diseases, especially for. Okay, so what are the vectors are there? What are vector-borne diseases are there? Okay, so you must be right the important steps about this any disease. One is causative agent. And the second one is transmission. Or is there an infection method is there? And what about pathogenicity methods. So how to transmit from one person to other by biting or contaminate the food material, whatever it may be. And next one, you know very well. See, treatment, okay, and prevention and control measures. These are the steps must be right, at least 6 diseases. Okay. Number one, what are the vector-borne diseases? Number one, malaria you must be right. Number two, filariasis you must be right. Dengue you must be right. Okay. Trypanosoma gambiense you must be right. Leishmania you must be right. Okay. And typhus fever you must be right. Okay. And plague you must be right. At least these 6 types of diseases you must be right. Okay. You will get good marks in the essay question in the examination. Okay now. And next we'll go to what happened ma the diseases of especially for in this applied zoology. In the applied zoology, the number of topics are there in the vector-borne diseases, and in this week continuously we will take exactly 7 o'clock. Okay, exactly 7 o'clock, 40 minutes afternoon we should take applied zoology. Okay now. So all of you must become regular, don't bother about the syllabus. Okay. Exam is completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. This is Krishna sir, your zoology sir, signing off.
Thank you.
Thank you.